You gotta love you. And I think a lot of women, unfortunately, they don't love themselves. So when you don't love yourself, and then you get on Instagram, you get on TikTok, you get on Facebook, you get on Twitter, and you see all of these bodies. You see men with the hard eyes and the Google faces on. Oh, I wish I had that, and oh, I love that, and oh, your body, and that thing is thinging, and look at that ad. Da, da, da. And when you don't love yourself, you start to internalize those things. Well, maybe this why I ain't got no man, or maybe if I had this, then maybe I'll get a man. And I think, unfortunately, society has.
I go ahead. Are you?
I'm gonna answer this. I agree with you, Luis. But I'm gonna answer this like I feel like a panelist would. I feel like if all y'all men stopped entertaining these bitches with these BBLs, then BBLs would no longer be popular. So y'all need to get on y'all's brethren and tell y'all's brethren to quit entertaining these hoes. So natural will be back beautiful. Now see, Luis just said we should incorporate natural and accept the natural body. But I just slammed everybody on the panel, include every man with a penis. So what I will say is a lot of men out here are entertaining these hoes. I'm just trying to teach y'all like I would. It's called scaffolding. And it is giving them the illusion that that is what is wanted. Sorry. As far as women in relationships go, I don't know what they be thinking. That's on the guy and on her. That means she don't want him.
I think it's a self-esteem issue. I think all of this just boils down to a self-esteem issue. Period. In a relationship, outside of a relationship, it's really self-esteem. I don't think that men need to be telling you that you beautiful. I mean, obviously, if you're in a relationship, people have words of affirmations, right? But you have to love you first. You the only person. Like, you have to love you regardless of your flaws, imperfections. You gotta love you. And I think a lot of women, unfortunately, they don't love themselves. So when you don't love yourself, and then you get on Instagram, you get on TikTok, you get on Facebook, you get on Twitter, and you see all of these bodies. You see men with the hard eyes and the Google faces on. Oh, I wish I had that, and oh, I love that, and oh, your body, and that thing is thinging, and look at that ad. Da, da, da. And when you don't love yourself, you start to internalize those things. Well, maybe this why I ain't got no man, or maybe if I had this, then maybe I'll get a man. And I think, unfortunately, society has made people insecurities be a little bit more, I guess, known or prevalent. And unfortunately, uh because opposite gender, we do stuff for the opposite sex, right? Now all these women getting BBLs, they getting their faces redone, and you got people don't even look like they self no more. It's a lot, and unfortunately, it's not a lot of men. It's not a lot of men like encouraging and uplifting natural bodies and pregnancy stomachs, and not the big booties and saggy titties. Like, nobody be talking about that. Like, you get bashed if your titties sag. You getting bad, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta kind of have a tough skin. Thankfully, I got bullied my whole life. So, it's okay. But some people, they can't handle it. And to some people, words, especially if words or affirmations is like your primary love language, I can see how like that constant ridicule or those constant SpongeBob memes and things like that could just make you feel insecure. But I just think that we just got to start with self-love and going to therapy and really knowing, like, honestly, beauty is from within. So it doesn't matter how physically attractive you are. If your soul ain't right and your energy off, you're not going to attract the man or woman that you're really looking for anyways. But it's very unfortunate that people in relationships be doing that. I don't know, because I do know people in relationships personally that be encouraging their girls to get BBLs. So I don't know from the man perspective. I don't know if that means is that trying to stop them from cheating. I don't know, because there's so much temptation out there. I don't know, but I do know people personally that do encourage their women. And I don't know, like from a man perspective, I don't know if are y'all telling y'all women like, oh, you don't need that, or are y'all trying to like just support her, or like I guess I don't understand, because like for example, like women that be wearing these lace fronts, I mean, I know men be saying they don't like the lace fronts, but then they not telling their girl that they don't like the lace fronts. So if me and y'all don't like BBLs, why y'all not telling the women like, hey, we don't like that, like don't do that?
I think there is I think there is a large subset, a group of men who say they don't like the BBLs. I don't. I have yet to come across anybody within my own personal circle, close friend circle, business circle, family, uncles and stuff like that are like, yes, champion BBLs, you know what I'm saying, with the big signs, you know what I'm saying, in bold cap letters. Like I just don't see that or hear that. I understand that there is a marketing ploy happening from the beauty industry, from the cosmetic industry and the surgery industry. Of course, they're pushing it because it's easy to market to impressionable young, women, you know what I'm saying, who might be at a point in their life where they don't feel comfortable about themselves, or someone has not told them that that they are valued or that they are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And sort of here comes all these thousands of advertisements, all these different images of different women that look a particular type of way, and they're seeing 1,500 images a day, and they're like, I gotta be like that, or I want to be like that, but they don't have an understanding why. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be a conspiracy theorist and none of that. I just think that there's a huge marketing machine that is pumping a lot of dollars into putting women in front of certain images to be like, this is what I want. Not understanding that there's not a single man that works at the bus stop all the way to the corporate office C-suite on the corner that's saying, yes, we want BBLs. That is not happening. There's a particular interest group that has that because there's thousands and thousands, billions of dollars in the beauty in cosmetic industry. And we all know this.
I think just maybe more men just need to, I don't know, for those impression, just maybe speak about it a little bit more, because like even rappers and people, they talk about BBLs, and it was a meme, if you don't got no BBL, you broke. This whole meme was going around for a long time, like if you ain't got no BBL, if you ain't got no veneers, if you ain't got your eyebrows tatted, if you ain't got this, you a broke bitch. Like, huh? So then with the, it's like it's so much misinformation out here, and it's so much impressionable stuff. So when people don't know, they like internalize it. And unfortunately, we talk a lot about BBLs, but we don't be talking about natural beauty, or these celebrities, right? You look at the Shade Room and all of these things, they be uplifting the BBL girls, like that Bernice girl. They always post her whole body. She a pretty girl, but it's all fake. You know what I'm saying? They don't be broadcasting natural beauty no more. Like we don't broadcast it. It's all the makeup, the lashes, the brows, the titties lifted, the big ass. Like, so it gets a little bit hard to see natural now.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? Because anybody could be natural, but you could be natural and it still don't look good. So I think what we need to be pushing is for people to early on make sure that they are working out and pushing the benefits of keeping yourself in shape and making sure you don't let
But
yourself.
it may look good to somebody else though, just not to you, right? It's somebody that likes something out there.
I understand somebody that likes something. Again, we only talking about people that are real selective. There are some people that like things because that's all that they can attract. There are some people that like it because maybe they might like the way that it feel. We don't know. But when it comes to if you are someone that don't want like insecure daughters or insecure sons, then you need to make sure that you are letting them know the value that can be received. It's not a bad thing to work out. It's not a bad thing. And then when we was having this conversation, it's making me think, because there are a lot of men that keep themselves intact and they're in the gym and they getting all the praise in the world. And the people that's not in the gym, they're not getting looked at. So you can't help what people are attracted to, right? And I don't see a lot of men that are going up under the knife. It's something that's coming along with the hair pieces. This is something that's all new, I guess, within probably the past 5 years, or maybe it's been going on just in experimental stages. But I don't think we should tell people to stop promoting that, because some people you can't even tell. Some people you don't even know because they make it look natural, and you didn't know them when they was younger. So it's really hard to tell them. Maybe women may notice it. Just like I remember the first time I realized, I told this story a while ago, but this woman that I was dating like years ago in my early 20s, I thought she had some good hair. It was curly and wavy, and I thought she was from the islands. And when I put my hand in her head, I'm just like, what the hell? I said, this girl got lumps in her head. I said she got lumps in her head. I didn't know that the hair was braided, and that this is when I was first introduced to how women can fool men with their hair. Like I didn't know what was going on, so I was traumatized. I was traumatized in my early 20s because I thought something was seriously wrong with her head. I thought maybe it was just she just grew her hair over it. Maybe she might have had some brain surgery or something. I don't know. It was just real lumpy and hard. And now that I think back, I think she was kind of like moved, kind of shift a little bit, because once I did like this, she was like, that's just a funny story, man. But I said it all to say, just to kind of bring it back home, is that, we don't know. If you want to be attractive, then there are ways that the world measures attraction. And one of those things that you can do that would almost guarantee you to have attraction is making sure you keep your body in tight.